Hey, welcome to part number 2 from the principles how we can grow our outposts stronger. And in this video, I want to share 7 principles out of the Bible. So do me please a favor. If you didn't watch the first video, go back and watch first the first video and then come and to the second video. Okay, so see you after the intro. So let us have a look to one of the first principles, and it is a quite important principle. So Jesus shares with us, hey, how important it is to sow if we want to harvest. So this is something what we really have to understand. Without hard work, we cannot, think like, okay, everything will be fine and expect, hey, our outpost will grow. But if we work hard, if we invest ourselves in these young children, if we invest ourselves to build up good programs, what will help the whole community, then we will see how the Ranger outpost will come to a really strong outpost and it will grow. So if you want to grow your outpost, then invest your time, invest your effort and everything into that so that it can grow really big and strong. The second principle, it is about prayer and also fasting. And I know fasting, maybe for some people, they say like, oh, this is really old fashioned. I don't know when I were doing that the last time, but you know what? If we look into the Bible, we will realize, hey, fasting, this is something what was a character of all the prophets, of Jesus even, and even for his disciple, he told them, yeah, well, as long I'm right now here, you don't have to fast, but I'm going and then you will also fast. And this is something what belongs to our life as Christian. And if we want to show God really, hey, it is important for us. We really want to see how this generation is changed. We want to see how we get in revival. There is the prayer, and this is important, but how we can show even God one more time, a little bit more, how important this topic is for us. This is if we start fasting and praying together, because there is an amazing power in this principle. Principle number 3 is you have to have faith and you also have to be brave. So, sometimes if we start something new, we need the faith. God will bless our work. And also, we have to be brave and we go out and we push something. And God sees that, hey, how our faith is strong about this topic and about our outpost, that He will also reward us for that and things can grow. But if you start an outpost and in your head, all these ideas go through like, oh, I don't believe it will work. And oh, yeah, after a half year, we have to stop everything, whatever. Hey, you know what? Then this is nothing born out of faith. But you need faith to say like, yeah, I want to see and I believe that our generation, of this young generation, will rise up through this work. And let me come to topic number 4. And it is you need a vision in your heart. You need a vision really for this work. And this is something what God has to give in your heart. Like in video 1, I also was talking about that the church, everyone has to see the vision. But now I also want to break it down into even smaller goals where the team leader, the patrol leaders, even they have visions for their children, for their rangers, so that they see, hey, how I believe this person will grow up in the next years, and that they can share and that they believe like in these big things, what will happen. So this vision has to be something what is carried on from the whole team. So one of the important principles is to have a vision what God gave into your heart. So let us have a look into Nehemiah's life. Nehemiah received a vision from his city, what was far away. He never saw the city by his own eyes, but he heard how the situation is in the city and that the walls are broken and everything is really destroyed. And this broke his heart. And through this heartbreaking where he went through, well, what did we hear before? He started to pray and he started to fast for his city because God gave something in his heart. And this is something, if you will receive a vision really for this young generation, and you can cry for them because you see, hey, they are lost, and if you don't do anything, where they will end maybe, this is something what will change your outpost. So whatever you will do this then out of the right motivation, because the vision is much stronger in you than everything else. So let us get really a vision, not only for the work, but much more for the children. So to see how important this work will be to support their lives. So my next principle is about that you as commander and also the church, you have to provide enough leaders to run this job. So if there are enough leaders, and even leaders like in an overflow, this is always good that new children can come in. So be aware that you always produce new leaders, that you bring in new leaders to the work so the work can grow. Because if you will be always less people, hey, how can the thing grow? But if you have enough people, and even if right now there are enough people, still continue searching for new leader, preparing new leader for the next children who will come. Okay, so let's have a look to the next one. So this is all about generations. You know, everyone is getting older, me inclusive, and there is always a time when one generation shall pass over the important task to the younger generation so that they are in charge, that they will build up the work and that they grow these things up. So this is quite important that as a leader, we don't say like, hey, this is my job, I will keep this till the end of my life. But much more, if you feel like, wow, I'm running out of energy, hey, just pass it over to someone who has energy, who has the vision, who has this whole thing in his heart, and that he can continue the work what you started, and you still can be in the background and support these younger generation, these younger leaders. Okay? So, and here we are already with our last point. And the last point, it is all about setting in the right commanders and the right leaders. You know, sometimes really churches, they do everything good. They focus on so many things, but in the head of the outpost, the commander, he is not the right person in this position. Maybe he has just another calling and he didn't realize that. And this can destroy the whole work. So it is so important that we really ask God and we see who is the right person to build up this outpost. And by the way, this is not only for an outpost, but it is in general in church. We need to get the right people with the right calling into their right positions and tasks where they have to do. So that was, again, 7 principles. And now I will see you in the part number 3, and then I will share 7 more principles. Okay, bye. See you in the next video.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope it helps you to build up a strong outpost. If you find the content valuable, please like and subscribe to our channel. Another way to support our work with Fall Rangers in Thailand and internationally is by donating. You'll find the link in the description down below. We appreciate your support and looking forward to seeing you in our future videos.